Hello! It has been nearly a month since we got engaged, which is crazy because we've been really efficient. It feels like a lot longer. And I was also planning a lot leading up to the proposal anyway. But in a couple of days' time, I'm proposing to my bridal party, which is so exciting. I'm just all about girlhood, and the fact that they can stand by my side on my wedding day means a lot to me. I've never been the type of person to think, oh, why don't we just have us two, like scrap the wedding party. I really want us to showcase our friendships. I feel like they are just as important to me right now. And there's a little bittersweet part of me that's like, part of marriage does mean putting my new family, aka just Bill and then our future kids, first. And so obviously that does mean that I don't prioritize family, friends, and Bill all on equal level like I do right now. And so there's a little part that is a bit sad, and that's why I want to showcase these friendships all the more. If you're wondering how I am going about this, I would have loved to make the brunch on Sunday a surprise, but I didn't want them to all turn up and be like, well, now I have to say yes. Like, I wanted to give them the space and the time to actually think about whether they could be a part of it. I don't doubt that any of them wouldn't want to be a bridesmaid. It's more like, do you have the time, capacity, and money to actually do this? Because it's a lot. If you've never been part of a wedding party, think of it like organizing a surprise birthday for a family member or a friend. Like, it takes effort on top of your own daily life tasks. And so I didn't want to intrude and just be like, surprise, you're definitely my bridesmaid, like I already bought you a gift. That's why I asked them all virtually about a week into being engaged, and thank goodness all of them did say yes without even hesitating, which I am very grateful for. So I am going to be heading out to Paddington to a cafe. Unfortunately, it's walk-ins only, which is giving me a bit of stress. I do have a backup nearby, but the reason why I chose it was because, number one, that area for booked restaurants, like the more fancy ones, are a bit more expensive, and I am shouting everyone, and we are just on such a low budget. Like, we have to pretty much lower our budget for a lot of things because there are heaps of initial things, for example, the engagement ring, that are already over budget. So we are kind of trying to go even lower than our original budget. But I digress. I do have a backup. And then the reason why I chose that location and that cafe is because it's just a couple minutes walk to the surprise. So after brunch, I'm gonna take them wedding dress shopping at Priya James Bridal. So it's 1.5 hours of trying on any gowns you want for $45. And there was actually a shorter session that I would have chosen for just 45 minutes, which I think was free. But unfortunately that was all sold out. So I was like, okay, we have to do the 1.5 hour one, I guess. But it's only because I just love the idea of having the experience of shopping with the bridal party. I would have had to organize a whole other date, which with 5 adults is so hard in this day and age. So I was like, yeah, let's just do it as a surprise. I'll tack it on to the end of the brunch and not tell them, because then it'll just be like a secret element to the day. So the plan is that when we sit down, we order our food, they will each have their cards and their presents at the table. The card is basically just a general card asking them to be my bridesmaid, but the present is not a bridesmaid proposal box like most people do. Like, they kind of just add in self-care, girly things into one big box. I decided, because we're on such a budget and like I don't really like the idea of the whole box thing, just because it's always like little trinkets that you can just buy yourself. I decided to do a bracelet with a pearl and also each of the girls' initials on them, because I was like, I want them to be able to wear something to the actual wedding event. So like, they will be able to wear it once they receive it, and then also to the bridal shower, to the wedding rehearsal, and then the wedding day. And it's kind of like a mark, like, hey, like, I'm in the unique bridal party, like I'm part of a team. I don't want them to all be like besties with each other, like I'm not expecting that, but it's more like we have to work together to get to this wedding day. It's kind of like a group assignment. That's how my type A brain thinks of it. And when we're waiting for the food and we're all eating, I'm gonna present them with a slideshow, which is really extra, I know, but I want the communication to be open from the very beginning. We already have a group chat going, actually, because I was sick of messaging them all the same thing individually. But basically, I'm gonna run them through the day so far and all the details, like literally probably most things that I know that are relevant to them, I'm gonna tell them. That way everyone is just kind of in the loop from the very start. Like, I would hate it if someone turned back in 8 months and was like, oh my gosh, did not expect us to do this, like you didn't tell us. Really want everything to be transparent from the very beginning. I want them to know that I care about their lives as well, and the fact that they are all doing their own huge life events. Like, we're all adulting, we're all struggling with money. I don't want to take it for granted. For example, for the bridal shower, because I have my own vision for it already and I've already been planning it for years, I'm not making them pay like the tradition goes, because it'd be so unfair of me to be like, I'm planning it, but you guys better pay me back. So they're actually not even paying for the bridal shower. So I'm really trying to lower the cost for them. I really just don't want this to feel like a burden to any of them, because I really don't like it when my friends take their time and their money out for me. I honestly really don't like the idea of it. In terms of like being part of a bridal party, I think that that's exciting enough to like sacrifice all of that if they can. But in terms of just like normal daily things, even for the proposal, the friends that Bill was planning with were actually thinking of even going to New Zealand or Bali for it, and that would have honestly killed me, because it would mean taking leave for their work and then also spending a lot of money on flights and accommodation, and having me kind of prancing around being like, oh, this was all for my ring. And don't get me wrong, love my ring, absolutely loved the proposal. I just really wanted it to be local and have everyone involved have a really smooth, easy time. And they already put so much effort in, despite it literally being like on an island off the city. Like, it was not overseas, it was not even interstate, it wasn't even a road trip, but they still put so much effort in already. And like, thinking of putting in that effort to like an overseas proposal actually makes my head hurt. Like, I really don't like it. I'm not trying to act like I'm such a saint just for YouTube. Like, I'm literally saying that I would have hated to be such a burden on my friends. I absolutely just don't like that idea. So that's why I'm trying to make things as smooth and easy as possible for these bridesmaids. Like, I want them to know that I understand they have their own personal lives and they're doing this for me and for Bill. So I really appreciate them. I'm really excited. The reason why I am starting this video now is because, first of all, I was kind of tired of rehearsing these vlogs because yes, when I am home alone, I do talk to myself and I do often just end up rehearsing what I'm gonna say in videos. Second of all, I'm getting my hair done today. I saw this $40 deal on a Facebook group, and basically I was like, that's worth it. I never spoil myself when it comes to doing my hair just for like a little event like this. I'm gonna get a hair wash and a sort of blowout. Like, I'm probably gonna ask for some wavy hair, because ever since I dyed my hair blonde and then cut it short, I haven't really been able to style it properly or well. So I'm really looking forward to that. I haven't washed my hair all week for the sake of waiting for this. It just happened that I'm having dinner with friends afterwards in the exact suburb that this salon is in. So I was like, okay, I may as well, that's a sign. So that's why I'm starting it today. I'll show you guys what my hair looks like later and then check back in this Sunday. I just finished and met back up with Billy. She is basically looking for more clients. If you guys are around Parramatta and you're looking to get your hair done literally for just 40 bucks, I would go to her, because she was really, really nice. And she was very good at what she did, because this looks exactly like the photos that I showed her in my mood board. Morning, just finished getting ready. So this is my makeup look. It's actually really natural because I've been avoiding eye makeup. My eyes are definitely breaking out when it comes to eyeshadow, and I'm just refraining from other types of eye product as well, just in case. But I have my Swarovski earrings, a top from Meshki, and then I'm wearing my cider skirt. And I actually really like this look. I only tried it on once a couple of years ago when I first got these items, so I haven't tried it on since. And it's a bit more dressed up than I expected it to look, to be honest. In my brain, it looked a lot more casual.